social responsibility. So, good day everyone. Please allow me to introduce myself. So, I am Ivorus Caballo from BSBI Marketing QC. So, first question, what are the three branches of governance? So, first, legislative branch, second, executive branch, and the third is judicial branch. So first, what is legislative branch? So first, what is legislative branch? So legislative branch is responsible for making laws. For example, the United States Congress. Congress is a bicameral legislature and it has the two segments or the two separate chambers. So first, Senate, and second is the House of Representatives. So the Senate, it will compose of 100 or 100 senators with each state represented by two senators regardless of population size. And the House of Representatives, it served the 2-year terms with setups for election every 2 years. It is composed of 435 representatives from each Senate. So the next is executive branch. This is responsible for implementing and enforcing laws. For example, the President and the Federal Administration in the United States. And the next is judicial branch. It is responsible for interpreting laws and administering justice. So for example, the Supreme Court and other federal courts in the United States. Now let's proceed and question number 2. So what is the purpose of good governance? So the purpose of good governance is to ensure that public institutions conduct public affairs and manage public resources in an effective, efficient, transparent, accountable, and equitable manner. It aims to guarantee that the rights and the interests of all citizens are protected and the rule of law upheld, fostering an environment where economic, social, and cultural development can thrive. What are the 8 elements of good governance? So first, it is participation. It involves all stakeholders, including the public, in decision-making process, ensuring that diverse perspectives are considered. For example, public consultation and community meetings. The second, rule of law. It ensures the legal frameworks are fair and enforced impartially, providing protection for all individuals. For example, independent judiciary of law enforcement agencies upholding law consistently. And number 3, transparency requires that information is freely available and accessible to those who will be affected by decisions and allowing for clarity and openness. Example, public access to government records and proceedings. Next is number 4, responsiveness. Institutions and process should serve stakeholders with a reasonable time frame. Example, government agencies addressing citizens' complaints and inquiries promptly. And number 5 is consensus oriented. Decisions should be made through consensus, considering the needs and views of the entire community. Consensus oriented. Decisions should be made through consensus, considering the needs and views of the entire community. For example, policy making that involves negotiations and compromise. Number 6, equity and inclusiveness. It ensures that all members of society feels included and opportunities are distributed fairly. For example, the policies promoting equal access to education and healthcare. Number 7 is effectiveness and efficiency. So the process and the institution should produce results that meet needs while making the best use of resources. For example, streamlined public service and resource management. Number 8, accountability. So decision making or decision makers in government, the private sector, the civil society organizations should be accountable to the public and institutional stakeholders. Example, mechanisms like audits, checks, balance, and also the performance evaluations. So let us proceed to the question number 4. So as a student, how can I contribute to upholding good governance in a community or in our country? So first, we can contribute in upholding good governance. There are several ways. Stay informed. So keep up in current event and understand how I government functions or how it government functions. And number 2, participate in civic activities. It engage in community service, attend town hall meetings, and participate in school or community elections. Number 3, advocate in transparency and accountability. It will promote open discussions, ask for transparency in student councils and local government activities. Number 4, educate peers. Shared knowledge about the governance and civic responsiveness or civic responsibilities with the classmates and community members. Number 4, volunteer. Offer